Alrighty, everybody. Let's get this going here. This is Blake Bryson. Let's go ahead and make sure that we have this all going here and I'm live and everything like that. Give people a couple of minutes to kind of jump on the call. So tonight we're going to be talking about becoming a more successful social seller, some takeaways and some things that we've learned while we were at Nu Skin Live. So just to kind of explain a little bit about that event to people, sorry, making sure that we're actually live here. But just wanted to kind of talk about how there's a lot of other teams that are doing social selling, and some of them are doing things that we aren't doing, and a lot of them are doing things that we are doing. And after going to Nu Skin Live, I mean, that's an event with thousands of people from all over the world, people that are some that are engaging in social selling, some that are not, some that are doing unique things, and some that are focusing more on specific social media platforms. And based on all of the information that kind of came together from talking with a lot of other leaders from other teams, I wanted to really kind of just share my thoughts and what you can do, whether you're brand new, whether this is your first day in the group, or whether you've done several different kind of post cycles and you sold a lot on social media. So some of the people that I've talked to that I wanted to kind of just name drop a little bit, honestly, are people like Rebecca Morris, who is a team elite. She's 26 years old. She's built a enormous organization, and she is making a ton of money every single month as a team elite executive. And she did it all on social media. And we had the opportunity to go to dinner with her, myself, Kyla was there, Kalani was there, my dad was there, and a couple other team members were there as well. And in talking with her and her upline, who is Bill Toth and Julie Toth, who are our 14-year team elites that are multi-million dollar earners, they were asking me a lot of questions, and we had expected to go to dinner with them and learn a lot from them, but they actually wanted to know what us and our team were doing. So we're doing a lot of things right, guys. That's kind of my main focus there, my main point in bringing that up. But they are also doing some things that we are not doing and are maybe not doing as well as they are. And that was kind of the message I also got from the OTG wrap-up when we listened to Sol Bria, who is a 4-star platinum team elite, which you probably don't even know what that means, but it's a really, really difficult qualification process. And she's built a fantastic organization in Argentina. She actually was already a team elite before getting involved in social media and has used it to really just, grow her business like crazy down there. And they are doing some interesting things that are very similar to the things that we weren't doing. So I wanted to, kind of learn a little bit from them. I talked to Blake Tillotson, who is a 29-year-old who is basically set for life because he is Sol Bria's upline. He's got a pedigree in Nu Skin as well. He's got, lots of family members and things like that throughout the compensation plan. He himself is now $1 million earner. And I had the chance to talk with him today for a little while about what they're doing that's a little bit different. And then also after hearing from Perry Walker, who was one of the main speakers at the OTG wrap-up, we learned a little bit about Instagram and other things that we, quite frankly, just aren't doing yet. So that's kind of where I got this information, is from people that are in their 20s and their early 30s that have been down the road a little bit with social selling and are doing things that are incredible, above and beyond what we would ever probably even think is possible with social selling. So first and foremost, if you're brand new, the main messaging that we got from your own public posts was that you need to be 100% unique, you need to be organic, and you need to do things that are going to help people to engage with your posts. So rather than just wait for the next template or kind of wait for the next post that you're going to just copy and paste from the group or whatever, you can use those posts, use those templates, take those things and make them your own. So for example, we have these awesome templates that were made by Kalani. She did a great job in creating posts for like the lip plumper and for other products, even the ones for the toothpaste that are out there that have been used several times. Make sure that you take those and adjust some of the wording, add pictures of yourself using the product, of your own results, do things that are going to make it so that it's unique and different, and people will engage with it at a much higher level, whether you're posting that on Facebook or Instagram or however you're doing that. Okay, so make sure that you do some things to be unique. I shared a post that Natalie Ma did, and it was just a picture that she just quickly snapped of Emily, and she was sitting in the OTG wrap-up, and she took a picture really quick of her eyelashes and said, if you're interested in learning how to, grow your eyelashes like this naturally, then shoot me a message. That got a lot of response because it's a real person, it's her friend sitting next to her. She took a picture. It was very clear. It was very short on the text. on the benefits, and that got a lot of responses. So if you're looking for a really quick way to get great results when posting on your own public profile, be unique. That's kind of my whole point. Be unique, use your own actual results. Okay, and then for those kind of transitioning to those that have been in the group for a little bit longer, maybe you've been here for a couple of months, you're well beyond your first couple of posts, you know that this works, you've made some additional income off of social selling. What you really need to do is find a way to engage, follow up, and interact with your customers. The way that Rebecca Morris phrased this was that it was called refreshing your list. Okay, so refreshing your customers, refreshing your client pool. And the way that you do that is you follow up. And that could be really a daunting task, especially for some of you that sold, a lot of product, or even if you just sold 5 to 10 tubes of product, that's great. You made $50 to $100, but following up with 5 to 10 people even can be very difficult and very time consuming. So beyond that and beyond the follow-up aspect, being able to interact with all of your customers and upgrade them and let them know about the business opportunity, because maybe they want to do a referral post or they want to do their own post themselves and start to earn some additional income. But following up with them and talking to all of them in individual messages is going to be very, very difficult. It's going to be hard. It's going to be like herding cats, quite frankly, because you're just going to run out of time. There's not enough hours in the day, and you're going to get distracted from your more proactive things, which are going to be recruiting and talking to people, and also selling to new customers and engaging new customers. So the main missing piece that I talked about earlier in the call that Rebecca Morris's team is doing, that Perry Walker's team is doing very well, that other teams in the UK are doing, that teams over in Argentina are doing, is they're really utilizing closed groups of customers. Okay, so whether all you want to do is social sell, or you want to progress through the compensation plan and become an executive or things like that, and learn a little bit more about the farther end of the compensation plan. Everyone that wants to do this long term and earn residual income, whether it's a couple $100 a month, a couple $1,000 a month or more, you need to have your own product group. The way to do that is to create a closed group. If you don't know how to do that, do a quick Google search for how to create a closed a closed Facebook group, and you're going to get a step-by-step. It's going to be the first result on Google on how to create that closed group on Facebook. So here's some things where people get stuck. They think, okay, what picture do I use? What content should I upload? How do I manage this group? Honestly, it's really simple. It's a closed group. It's like a big private message for you and all of your customers. In that group, you're going to make your name something really simple. If you want something that could be an easy default to, just use your name. So if your name was, Natalie. So I'm looking at Natalie Ma's page right now. So if you're Natalie, then make it Natalie's Beauty Box or something easy like that. Kalani has a Instagram page called Living Simply by Kalani. So she used that for her product page, and we're going to start adding in our customers in there. So don't stress the minor details like that. Take a good looking picture, make it the cover photo. And the really important thing is to have good, engaging, unique content in there. So add all of your customers, take your whole customer list, add them into your group. And then if you're looking for a great place to start with content for your product group, look at the beauty box, look at the main social sellers, and make videos, make video testimonials of you using those products, post your own results of you using that product, or post results of your customers that have been sent to you, and talk about it. Just talk about the products. If you find different accolades, or we were featured in like Cosmopolitan for this product, share that in your group and say, wow, this is so cool. We were featured in Cosmopolitan for this, lip plumper. If you want more information on it, shoot me a message. Do things like that in your product group. Some of the ways that people are also building their product group following, this was shared by Perry Walker, is they'll do something like a product giveaway, and they'll promote their page, their closed page, as a means of determining who wins that product. So, if you want to, I'm giving away a free tube of toothpaste. If you want to be in the drawing, then you need to be in my group, and then they'll share a link to their group. All those people have to request to join that closed group. So you'll have to add them all, and then you'll know they'll actually have to make that conscious effort to be in your group. And that can be a great way to build your number of followers, build the people that are committed to being in that group, that actually want to engage with it. And every single time that you post anything in there, they all get a notification. Whereas with like a private message, they can just ignore it, or they don't have to message you back. With like a group chat, they can mute the notifications or things like that. With this group, they're always going to be seeing that new content and have the ability to engage with that. The main thing that we learned from Argentina with these product groups is in Argentina, they actually post very, very little product things, if anything, on their actual public profiles. They use strictly these private groups to sell product. And as a result of that, they're selling a lot of higher ticket items like the face spa. The face spa is about $300 for the initial face spa kit. So that's a lot more volume. That's a lot more retail earnings that you'll make as an executive or as a distributor. So rather than just firstly selling one tube of toothpaste. So right now, if you're listening to this call and you have a customer list, go and make that closed group, add all of those customers in there, and start talking about the social sellers and start talking about the Lumi Spa, especially if you have one. If you don't have one and you want one, then you need to talk to Nick or myself and get a code for this month. If you don't want to get one this month, then you need to become an LOI, which means that you've done your first 1,000 points of GSV, so that next month you get access to the 5 codes that all the qualifying executives and above are going to have access to in November. Because that Lumi Spa is going to sell like crazy in those product groups. And the reason that I say that, and the reason that I'm not saying it's going to sell as well on your public profile, is because it's a higher ticket item, right? It's going to be $175 when it launches in January. But we have groups all over the world in Argentina, the UK, other places that are selling these devices and other higher ticket items in those product groups because they've already used your product. They know the toothpaste works. They know the other social sellers work, and they already have kind of like a new skin addiction. And when they see that Lumi Spa in that product group and they see you using it, they're going to want it. You know, you guys all probably or have at least seen, or a lot of you have seen the review that me and Kalani did. And, you know, we didn't really know what we were doing. We literally had just taken that Lumi Spa out of the box. But I'm addicted. I'm going to use that product for life. I've used it 3 times since that video 2 days ago because this product is awesome. We're going to have to get a second one because me and Kalani are fighting over it in the morning and at night. So honestly, that product is going to be great. And when you're selling it to people that believe in the product and like the company, then they're going to want to buy one themselves. And this is all a great opportunity for you as a distributor to kind of bridge the gap. If you want to become something more than a social seller and progress through the compensation plan, then this is a perfect opportunity for you to talk to people and say, you know, this is actually going really well for me. Are you interested in, you know, making additional money on social media as well? And then that point, you can upgrade customers to become distributors themselves. You can ask them to do things like referral posts and things like that. So this is really the missing piece that we've had because we have a lot of people that aren't seeing a lot of reorders. They don't really know how to sell additional products to people. And that's because they don't have a way to follow up with their customers in an easy way. And follow-up is really the most difficult part of what we do. So to summarize, if you're brand new, make sure that all of your content is unique. Make sure that all of it features you and shows you using the product. Make sure that you're not copy and pasting because ultimately that's going to just burn your opportunity. Don't post super frequently on your own profile page. Create that product group and try to increase the participation and interactions there with people by constantly refreshing and adding new people to that group. And then ultimately, you're going to be able to see a lot more results. Perry Walker said in her training that she did in Belfast about product groups that she has countless, she had dozens and dozens of executives that are doing between 3,000 and 7,000 points of sales every single month in their product groups. So this is something that works. Okay, it's a proven thing. This isn't something I'm just making up and throwing out there because I think that it could work or it could be good for you. I know that it works because we have other groups that are doing exactly what we do that have this as a missing piece that are seeing the ability to do increased volume every single month. Okay. So yeah, that's really my last kind of point there. I don't want to talk too long on this or over talk it. If you have questions about the product group or anything like that, shoot me a message. I'd be happy to answer those for you. We're just getting started as well, so don't feel like you're behind or anything like that. I'm really, really excited about the Lumi Spa launch. I'm incredibly excited about the Power Lips launch in November as well. November can be a massive month for you and for your business. If you use these next 2 weeks in October, if you really put your head down and really go out, find some new people, share this opportunity, share the products, and really start to build up some group for that. You probably have noticed, like I have, that in the last 2 days, we've added a ton of people to the Nu Skin social media training group that are brand new people. There are literally countless people out there that are looking for this opportunity, and they're just waiting for you to share it with them. And you are literally one connection away from changing your life financially forever. So thanks everybody for being on. Thanks everyone for tagging your team and sharing this to your groups. I look forward to talking to you soon. I look forward to your private messages and everything. Thanks again for all your teamwork, for boosting each other, for answering questions and everything. And we'll talk to you soon.